From the Far East, an uncontrollable fire burns. From their souls, the fighting spirit still yearns. The seductive allure of competition, a decades-long run. The light of the warriors cast beneath the rising sun. Some heroes on the page, and the lore we've yet to write. They share the passion for winning, and the love of the eternal fight. Aja to Saya, Minami to Tam, Chigusa to Utami, every name a stone, fortifying the legends from Japan.
Welcome to the Cult of Joshi, with your host, Raja and John.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Cult of Joshi. I'm your host, Raja, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, John.
Hello.
And man, did we watch a lot of Joshi this week.
You watched a lot of Joshi this week.
So did you.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We were all in everything this week. Of course, Marigold had their big show that we've been anticipating and looking forward. We got some Sendai Girls, and of course, we have all the updates for the 5-Star Grand Prix. But, you know, last week, when we were just having a little chat, you kind of brought up some stuff you were thinking about because of something you heard on a podcast, right?
Yeah, maybe. And listen, we can't do this because we don't throw shade.
No, it's not shade. It's not shade, okay? It's just a little educating because
all right.
You know, we listen to things and we like to educate ourselves, and so we listen to people who know a thing or two. But you know, sometimes you just have to say something back in the small chance that they might hear you.
Yeah, well, okay, so like Jim Cornette, right?
Yes.
Great, one of the greatest minds in history of professional wrestling. You got to give all the accolades out when you're going to say something. And, you know, Brian Last, his evil henchman they have this, you know, small little podcast.
Little show.
It's nothing big, right? Obviously, we love the guest programs and all this stuff.
All the history.
All the histories. I even have a non-triggering list just to listen to. But, you know, with all that said, they were doing this little top 20 wrestlers in their 20s for 1994. Because they had done a list. And it was all based on a list that they had read somewhere on one of the WrestleMedias about the top 20, you know, guys in their 20s and girls in their 20s now.
Just
right?
wrestlers in their 20s.
Yes. And so they did a list from 84 to kind of show, you know, how much better the talent was then. And, you know, in their 20s. And then they did 30s, they did 40s, they did 50s even. So then they've went up to 1994. Well, 1994 was a little bit different because the business had drastically changed.
Yes.
Between 84 and 94. Actually, it's insane how much it changed, just a whole business model of it. And people didn't have as many places to work or, you know, but with all that said, I was listening with a lot of interest because it was 1994. And we may or may not throw back to 1994 quite often on the show.
Maybe a little bit just for reasons, you know.
I dare say it may be the biggest throwback we have on the show.
Yes, it's true. And listen, we know that this list is opinion, okay? And it's like the list of things that Jim Cornette considers and the things that he was involved in and the guys that he personally knows and saw wrestle. You know, it's always up to opinion when people make lists like this. But we just had to say something because as they're going through the big list of wrestlers in their 20s in 1994, they come to a 24-year-old Aja Kong. And as listeners of the show will know, Aja Kong had a pretty crazy 1994, but in hearing her name, Jim Cornette said, where was she and what was she doing in 1994? Because clearly he didn't watch All Japan Women.
Well, you know, that's the thing. I think somewhat he did, you know, like I hear a lot of, he's got an extensive Japanese wrestling history.
Okay.
He really does. That's what I think bothered me more than anything.
Yeah.
Is just, you know, thinking about that at the time and comparing it to the men in the States. But arguably still, if you're looking at a list and just the world.
Yes.
You know, it's crazy because what was Aja doing in 1994, Raja?
Well, in the year 1994, Aja Kong you know, she wrestled 192 wrestling matches
Just
in
a
that
couple.
single year for All Japan Women's Pro Wrestling. She was also right in the middle, 2 years in fact, into her first reign as the Triple WA World Single Champion, a reign that lasted a mere 850 days,
Couple
you know.
weeks.
And of course, on November 20th of 1994, Aja Kong wrestled not one, not two, but three matches in the V-Top Woman Tournament in that single night, including the main event in front of 32,500 people in the Tokyo Dome. So, you know, she kind of did a few things in 1994.
So not only did most of the guys that would have made that list probably never wrestle in front of 32,000 people that year, especially, unless they were on Mania.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, they probably took a couple years to wrestle 192 matches.
That's so many matches.
You know?
It's crazy.
It is, but not for, you know, loaded schedule, good territory, which All Japan Women absolutely was on fire at the time.
It was.
And it's so funny. Listen, you know, some of the greatest, terrible take, horrible take, and it was so bad that it prompted this.
What bothered me the most was Brian Last summing it up as, she was a big star in AJW and probably kicking the shit out of people. That was like the summary of Aja Kong in 1994, and I was like, no.
No, she's so much more, and that's the thing. She is on a pedestal in our minds, and should be, and it still bothers us that she is not just
like lauded all over the world.
Yeah, just celebrate it. And it's funny because Jim has been an integral part to three of the greatest people I was ever around in the business.
Yes.
You know, Ricky Morton, Tom Pritchard, and of course Bobby Eaton.
Of course.
And it's just, you know, three of the best people I ever met, three of the best mentors, three of the best, most wonderful human beings.
Yes.
You know, so, and Jim, the times I have been around him in a locker room, it's been an awesome experience. You know, he's always been respectful and all this stuff. Wouldn't know me from Adam, but, you know, I like it that way.
Yes, like I said, no shade to Jim Cornette.
Yeah.
This is just us giving our own little educational
this
bit.
is more about the fact of, this is not just their opinion. This is too many people's opinion because they don't know. It's the lack of education on some of the, if not the greatest moments in professional wrestling history. And people can think about that what they will.
Yeah.
But when you look at, you know, apples for apples on what matches looked like for people and what, you know, what draws people were. You know, people talk about, well, how much money did so-and-so draw? Well, I don't know. They sold out the damn Egg Dome.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
That's pretty big draws. And everywhere else as well.
Yeah.
You know, is huge business.
It was.
And it wasn't just that. They had merchandising. And you go back Chigusa and I mean, you go back all the way to the late 70s, really.
Yeah, with the beauty pair.
The merchandising that happened over there, which we can still find to this day, and we do, and we try to gobble it up. But, you know, they were doing things a lot of places weren't doing yet, and getting on that. And, you know, the videos being sold all over the world, and the dolls and everything. But then when you break all of that down, some incredible storytelling. Just, God, that storytelling still holds up.
Yeah, people still make video essays about the stories they told in All Japan Women.
And it's not, it's a whole era. And again, you could easily start and see most of it from the early 80s all the way through the late 90s and, you know, middle to late 90s. And you're going to get just incredible action, violence, beauty. I mean, it's just everything. It's so incredible. The passion that it inspires in me and you.
Yeah.
It's just, we could sit down and not really be feeling it, right? And this has happened many times, like, you know, just not really feeling it. We could start one random episode, or I say episode, a random event, and it only takes a couple spots, and it's like,
we're like, oh my God.
Totally into it, totally fired up. So
it's magic.
Long story short, Aja Kong, it's criminal what her and her cohorts.
Oh yeah, she was not the only one by far.
And it's not just 94, it's their entire career. What they are not known for, what you know, how it's not on the tips of people's tongues when they think about the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
It's just, I wish there was a way, right? I wish there was a way just to download all this information in everybody's head.
Yeah.
Because when people do find it, they completely change.
Yeah, and there are more and more people who are like, the best in the world is some of these women because they've gone back and they've seen it. And I love that it's getting out there more, but it just feels like they still don't get the respect they deserve.
I think all the greatest wrestlers, all the great wrestlers, always go back to it.
Yeah.
Like you see people like Will Ospreay, or you see people like Bryan Danielson. You always see like the really tippy top of the world.
Yeah.
Always make references.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, hey, well, there's this. This was amazing. You should really see this. Or we might see a random shirt sometimes.
Yeah, like Kyle O'Reilly wearing a Bull Nakano shirt on his return. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah, and honestly, WWE's done a great job in more recent years about celebrating some and Hall of Fame and stuff. So
they're getting more recognition, but it just feels like they'll never have the recognition they deserve, especially considering Aja Kong is still wrestling to this day and is literally on a show coming up that we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just one of those things that kind of grinds our gears, right? And when we hear something, we have to say something because we love these ladies and we just want them to have all the love and respect they deserve. But we can talk about more modern things now because we have a lot to cover, including Sendai Girls, which we watched 2 of their shows from this past weekend, and they were both a lot of fun. You know, they had one in the Sendai Pit and one in Shinjuku Face, and they are building up to their end of the month show on August 28th, the Top of Joshi Wrestling in Yoyogi. So they've been setting up the matches for that, and they did release the full card for that just recently. So we have the full card now to see what that's going to be. But these shows that we watched, like on the August 7th in Sendai Pit, we saw Reina Takano and Yurika Oka versus Senka Akatsuki and Mia Momono. A little Marvelous versus Sendai Girls there. And it's cool to see Yurika and Mio go against each other every now and then.
Yeah, it is cool, and it was cool seeing Senka with a young girl. So
yes, Senka and Reina were very fun. Senka did win this match for her team, and then we had a singles match: Yura Suzuki versus Zonas, just 2 hard-hitting girls. Zonas won that match. Another tag team match, Chi-Chi and Ryo Mizunami versus Miyuki Takase and Mika Iwata, Red Energy. Just a lot of fun. Mika Iwata was not pleased with Miyuki from this match because Miyuki forced her to take the happy chop time.
Again.
Yes, again. Mika hates it. You could see it all over her face. It's like she goes through the stages of grief. It's like bargaining and acceptance. Like, it's just... It's so funny. After that, in the semi-main event, there was a singles match, Manami versus Hiroyo Matsumoto. Hiroyo won this match, but we will come back to the Manami, in just a minute. So
we'll come back to a lot of these.
Put a pin in that. And in the main event of this show, Vinny and Yuna took on Spike Nishimura and Chihiro Hashimoto. And Spike and Big Hash make a pretty formidable team. Chihiro had her way with poor Yuna. I mean, Yuna is not used to being in the main event scene very much, so Chihiro was having fun with that one.
Yeah, absolutely. And even if you don't like the show, the 2 kids on the stage,
oh, they're so cute.
Just made up everything for me. That was so great.
They have all the pictures and the bears, and they're just so happy, and they're so dialed in. Like for little kids, they're like watching.
They watch the whole time.
Every move. It's so cool.
So, this next show, the 8-9 show.
Yes.
Shinjuku Face. This show is one of those shows, guys. Sometimes when you watch Sendai, you know, you're going to see a lot of the same girls in a different combination of the same match. Like,
yes.
Like they, you know, there's only so many people on the roster. But still yet somehow they pull out just incredible shows. And, you know, this is one of those, it's not the end of the month big show, if you will, but it had the feeling of a gigantic special show because there was a match on this show that was one of my favorite matches this year. So I'm going to go ahead and say, you know, and I apologize, we have a storm happening.
Yeah.
And tried waiting, but the storm just is like, nope, I'm going to get worse. I'm going to keep getting worse.
Here I am.
But it's this match, and we'll get to it shortly. But my God, it's one of the go out of your way.
Yeah,
matches.
This whole show is worth watching if you have Wrestle Universe and you just want something to watch. This 8-9 show from Sendai Girls is really good. It kicked off with a singles match where Reina Takano was facing Chi-Chi. Of course, Reina's still very new, and Chi-Chi is not one to mess with. So Chi-Chi did win this match. It was very fun. The next match was a tag team match. Chika and Yura Suzuki versus Miku Kanai and Zones. I love Miku and Zones as a tag team. I thought they worked incredibly well together. They won this match, and then Miku Kanai called out Spike Nishimura for the Sendai Girls Junior Championship, so she wants another shot at that title. Then the next match was a singles match between Yuna and Yurika Oka. Yurika won this match over Yuna, and then immediately called out Natsupoi for a match. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, yes.
Yeah, that'll be an amazing match.
All about it. In the semi-main event, this tag match was Ryo Mizunami and Hiroyo Matsumoto versus Soi and Chihiro Hashimoto. So 4 very strong women just going at it. Ryo Mizunami and Hiroyo Matsumoto actually won this match. So pretty cool for them over someone like Hashimoto, who is, of course, the world champion. And then in the main event, we had Spike Nishimura and Manami versus Miyuki Takase and Mika Iwata. And this is the match that I believe you were referring to.
I was referring to this match. Oddly enough, before this match even started, you were making your comments and you were just like, man, Manami is so good. And it was just a quick comment, but from watching Manami's entire career,
yeah,
you pointed out we thought she was great a couple years ago
when she was in the 5-star.
Yeah.
Yes, we thought she was super good, and then she just keeps getting better.
Yeah, she's at a period right now. This match, guys.
We already know Red Energy is going to put on a good match, but my goodness.
So this match, especially with Spike in there, which, keeps getting better every outing.
Yeah.
And this match had so much fun stuff. It had some between Mika and Spike.
Yeah. Always looking at each other.
Some good karate fighter stuff.
Yeah.
But then as the match goes on, you have a normal Red Energy match, if there is such a thing.
Right.
But it gets toward the end, right? So the last 5-6 minutes of this match, I'd put up against anything.
Oh, it's just off the wall.
Just incredible. I honestly, just watch it. It is such an amazing match, but the big thing that really sticks out through this entire match is Manami.
Yeah, and listen, she has such a great look, and she has size, and her moves, when she wrestles, you want to pay attention. She is so almost flawless when she wrestles. She has so much energy, and I just love watching her. She's only 22, and she is bound to be one of the biggest Joshi stars. She keeps at this rate. She is so good. I haven't seen a Manami match I didn't like in a long time.
She reminds me of some of my favorites of all time, like Chris Hamrick, people that did things that you didn't even notice they were doing because they were taking or something.
Right.
And just, it's like you don't realize what level they're at.
Right.
And she does some things, even when she gets caught, she didn't get caught in this match, but when she gets caught off the top with somebody with their foot up.
Oh, God.
And just takes
I hate that, but I love it.
this god-awful, anti-air, spear of foot into my gut.
Yeah.
But, she does so much extra, and it's always those little extra things that make it nice. It makes it incredible.
I agree.
And, she has a little pizzazz on stuff.
She does. She's definitely pizzazz, but she does take the loss a lot. In this match, Red Energy did win, but I am not going to be surprised if we see Manami in the title picture. I would love to see her, mix it up with some people she's never been in the ring with. I just want more Manami in my life at this point.
Agreed.
But after Red Energy won this match, Spike actually got on the microphone. She had a gorgeous springboard dropkick in this match, by the way, that just blew me away. It was awesome.
It was a lot of height.
It was. She went way up there. It was crazy. But she got on the mic and she first accepted Miku Kanai's challenge for the junior championship for Yoyogi. And then she, with a little bit of encouragement from Miyuki Takase, challenged Mika Iwata to a singles match. She had tried to do this at the 8-7 show, but you know how Mika Iwata is. And so this time, Spike really laid it in. She's yelling at Mika that she wants a singles match. And I think Mika Iwata is more likely to give it to her now. But she has bigger things to worry about, including Chihiro Hashimoto and the Sendai Girls World Championship, because these two just cannot stop facing each other.
Yes.
And I love to see it. So we have some big things coming up for Sendai Girls on August 28th.
What do we have?
At the top of Joshi Wrestling in Yoyogi, the card is Sorayame and Sinka Akatsuki versus Reina Takano and Chi-Chi. Aya Sakura versus Yuna. Love that match.
I do too.
Saira, Unagi Sayaka, Shinhiro Tasakura, and Aja Kong versus Yura Suzuki, Hiroyo Matsumoto, Miyuki Takase, and Zones.
Match of the year.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
Match of the year.
Vinny and Kuroshio Tokyo Japan, they've become quite the little tag team lately, versus Manami and Ryo Mizunami, regular tag team partners.
I'm going to complain.
Spike Nishimura versus Yuna for the junior championship. Yurika Oka and Mio Momono taking on Sariano and Natsupoi. And for the world championship, Chihiro Hashimoto versus Mike Iwata.
Great card.
It's amazing.
It's a great card. Oka and Mio Momono versus, Sarapoi.
Sorry, boy.
I mean, that's great.
I'm so ready.
The only thing I'm going to complain about is why would you give Manami when we just put her over? She needs to be in like something where she can have a classic.
I know. I was hoping for more of a Manami like wrestling match.
Yeah.
Kuroshio Tokyo Japan's gonna get in there and do some silliness, and
it'll be fun.
There'll be happy chop time all over the place, but I'm hoping to at least see a little bit of a back and forth. I'm sure her and Vinny will cut it up pretty good in there.
So it'll be a great card, and I love the way that they put the comedy in the middle.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's like a little break.
Yeah, and there's such a variety on their shows, and
yeah,
it's like there's always like the really good serious wrestling match. There's usually like a struggle young girl match, and, and then you have like your veterans out there, the big girls and matches, and and then a amazing main event.
Yeah. I know we've had sort of gripes with the top of Joshi Wrestling in past years because they bring in like a bunch of outside talent and stuff, but this one feels very much like a big Sendai Girls show, which is what I want.
Yeah, as much as I love to see the Stardom girls on stuff, and I think these are the right ones to use.
Yeah, because they can meet that expectation.
They're the most indie Stardom girls you're going to get.
Yes, the Cosmic Angels.
Yeah, absolutely. All the Cosmic Angels, really, they just go everywhere.
They do, yeah. They're really into a lot of stuff, aren't they?
I just watched Yuna. Man, it was, I don't know when it was from, but they just put it up on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. That one, it was like her and Ane, and it was from that Ryokyu Midsummer Creation thing. That was really good.
Yeah.
I love seeing the Cosmic Angels.
It's funny what you can find if you just search around a little bit.
Yeah. And suddenly things start coming up on your recommended on YouTube without you even having to really search for it.
My recommended may be the strangest place.
It's a pretty fun time.
It's just like random bands and like it's just crazy.
It's crazy, but we love it. So now that we have seen all of the Sendai Girls goodness, let's move on to another show from August 9th, which was Marigold Summer Destiny. So this show kicked off with a singles match between Hummingbird and Komomo Minami, and man, Komomo's just on a different plane right now. Like, she is just, I fear for her mental health, but she did win this match against Hummingbird with a German suplex hold. It just seems like she's become very, like, erratic and violent, which I kind of like from her, but also, I'm a little worried.
They all seem erratic and violent to me right now.
That's fair. The next match was a tag team match. The Lady AI and Naoi Ishikawa teaming up to take on Shioko Koshino and Aaliyah James. Really fun tag team match. Shioko and Aaliyah actually won this match. Shioko hitting the flying splash from way out there to win for her team.
I'm just wanting Lady AI to really lean into the gimmick.
We want more AI.
Yeah, I just want her to be like, I know how to win this,
She's a robot, right?
Some York Foundation stuff.
I would love to see that. The next match was our special mystery singles match, where Megaton was taking on a mystery opponent who ended up being Unagi Sayaka. No one saw that coming.
No, probably the worst mystery of all mysteries.
This was a very silly match, as you could imagine. There was one, humongous elastic snap, like one of the biggest ones I've seen Unagi pull off, and then Megaton just played dead in the middle of the ring, like Unagi's kicking her and stuff, and then she goes down to pin her and Megaton rolls her up because she was just playing possum. Unagi did win this match, and then she had a little bit to say on the mic about maybe Marigold will get big enough where they don't have to depend on outside players and blah, blah, blah. You know how Unagi is.
Yeah, Unagi's like, I think you only book her when you want to be, I don't know, like when you like the abuse.
Yeah, she's always mean.
It doesn't matter where she's at. She could show up and start and be like, this place is boring.
Yeah.
And she shows up here and she's like, well, maybe someday.
It's just her thing.
Yeah, it is.
Poor Megaton. She tried her best. She had some new gear and everything. She looked great.
She did look good.
The next match was the start of our sort of big half of the card with the 3D Trios title match.
Dear God.
We had Rhea Sato, Chiaki, and Misa Matsui.
Hold on, wait, I'm going to fan you off.
Okay, listen. Rhea Sato's new gear is amazing. She looked awesome. Like,
Yes.
It was crazy good. I'm just so proud. I love it. And she was so confident in this match. I love that for her. They were taking on the champions, Arina Yamanaka, Natsumi Shozuki, and Mai Sakurai.
Your turn to fan me off.
Lavion Rose.
Okay, listen. Lavion Rose, you talk about something I could work with.
Oh my goodness.
Entrance-wise, right? You give me the big Chicago stage play. We're going to have some, I just see it in lights, right? Like if we had the huge budget and all this stuff, these two teams are ready for it.
Yeah.
These two teams, these two factions are absolutely ready for every big stage. I absolutely love the presentation.
Oh, yeah.
And then you get in there and this match starts and the work is wonderful. I love the work. I love the matchup.
Yeah.
I love any combination of it. So this is a great match, man.
It was, yes. And we always love anytime we get to see like Natsumi Shozuki up against Misa Matsui. They make incredible opponents. And Rhea Sato, like I said, just kind of taking the lead on this one for Darkness Revolution and really going at it. In fact, going at it so well that she won this match for Darkness Revolution, who are the new 3D Trios champions. She used the cattle mutilation on Mai Sakurai, forcing her to submit. She got a little bloody mouth over the course of the match, but that happens. And now we have new champions. I'm so, like, Rhea, of course she was crying. It was a very emotional moment. You know,
she cut a promo.
It's her first championship, but she talked on
Yes.
the mic. Let's go.
It looked like she's going to, she totally looked like she's going to throw up.
It did.
But-
She looked very nervous, but I was so proud, and she looked great, and everything was awesome.
It was. And I stand by, now I've got everything is awesome in my
I'm so
head.
sorry.
I stand by the fact that Misa Matsui could be the world champion.
Yes.
And there is so much there. Like there's just so much there.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just starting the Fed, right?
Yeah.
There's 3-4 people in Marigold that I could just use as foundational blocks.
Yeah.
And Misa is one of those. There's something special about her, man.
There is.
And I know that's not a secret. Like a lot of people know this.
People love Misa Matsui.
A lot of people know this, but it's like I'm not sure she knows it.
Yeah. She's a champion now, but
Yeah.
like I just imagine her as like the white belt champion or even the red belt. Like she just feels big when she gets in the ring.
So let me ask you: does she need to lose Darkness Revolution to do that? Do you think it's a turn? I don't see her. I can't see her right now as a babyface after
After everything.
Yeah.
It would be cool to see her go back to her roots sort of and
Right.
become like the speed star again and all that. But I don't think she necessarily needs to drop Darkness Revolution.
But you like this incarnation, right?
She's cool as
Yeah.
a heel. I think she plays it really well. And that's not taking anything away from Lavion Rose, who are 3 excellent athletes and just such a good trio together. Like, I'm sure they'll come back after these belts, if not go after tag titles or any other combination.
I think Arina Yamanaka's really done a lot too. Like
man.
she's really come on, and it's fun watching that evolution.
I'm definitely excited to see all of these girls in the Dream Star Grand Prix because
Me too,
I
me
want to
too.
see all these singles matches.
Me too. I'm excited about it because of just that. I mean, and it's really for everybody on the roster.
Yeah.
Just seeing what can happen.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be so much fun. After that match, we had our Twin Star Championship match, which was Koki Emerai and Chika Goto versus Shino and Yuka Yamazaki. And of course, the young rookies, they really put on their best effort in this match. Koki and Chika are just, they're the Twin Towers. They're so much bigger than everybody.
Can you imagine when somebody finally smartens Shino up
Oh, man.
and like let you know it's a work?
She stops killing people.
I mean, does she have it in her to actually pull those kicks?
I don't know. I don't really
And
want
if
her
she
to.
if she is pulling those kicks, we need to get this girl in MMA.
Yes, and I love the fire out of the younger girls, and Yuka Yamazaki in particular. She's like not gonna take any crap from Chika or Koki. Unfortunately, they weren't able to win the titles this time. Chika and Koki are still the Twin Star Tag Team Champions. Chika pinned Shino to win this match, so good for them, but it was a fun match, and I love to see that sort of passion and fire coming out of young Marigold. You know, everyone loves young Marigold. The semi-main event of this night was, of course, the match that everyone had been waiting for. Mayu Iwatani and Victoria Yuzuki on their double return to the ring versus Takumi Iroha and Sari. And, man, violence. Like, we were expecting it, but they delivered the violence.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was, if anything, I wanted more violence.
Yeah, it never really got to the level I was expecting it to get to. Maybe that's on me, like expecting something so violent.
We built it up pretty hard.
After that Komomo display,
Yeah.
I was expecting some of that, and I know Yuzuki and Mayu are not Komomo, but I mean, Yuzuki was doing her thing where she wanted Sari to herself to kind of prove that Sari should be paying attention to her. Sari was more interested in Mayu Iwatani. There were some rough hits in this match. They were just kicking the crap out of each other. I feel like it never really got to that level that I was hoping for, but it was a great match nonetheless.
It was. It's just nice to see Victoria Yuzuki back.
Yes.
And Mayu Iwatani, I'm excited.
Me too.
I'm excited to see what's next, and you know, some comeuppance is in order.
Yes, I was very surprised by the winners of this match. Sari pinning Victoria Yuzuki after a Uranage, so Spark Rush wins this match. I was not expecting that at all.
Well, yeah, it's normally the returning people you would think would win,
Right.
but it does go to the Triple H school of milk it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we will have, it will be that much bigger when it does happen, when we do get the win.
It will be. And I feel like it might have made more sense if either Sari or Takumi were in the Dream Star and we were like building to some singles matches, but they're not. So I'm not sure when we'll run this back. I'm sure we will.
Way to stick the pin in my balloon.
I'm sorry. I'm sure we will have this come around again because these girls are always tangled up in each other. And of course, Chi-Chi is in the Dream Star, who is one of Sari's friends. So I'm sure she and Yuzuki are really looking forward to mixing it up.
Oh my God, that match.
It's going to be so good. And then in the main event of this night, we had for the Marigold World Championship, Miku Aono versus Nagisa Nozaki. Miku Aono in a title match is just a different beast entirely. When she comes after you, she's so scary.
She's just so bad.
Like, it was like most of this match was just her beating on Nagisa.
It was something you don't see with Nagisa, right? I mean, Nagisa takes over. I mean, Nagisa had a lot of her moments.
Yes.
But my God.
It's just different.
Yeah. It's like she starts out in that zombie mode, kind of.
Yeah, like she just starts in second gear, Miku does, and then just completely obliterates her opponent. She is still the Marigold World Champion, probably better off for all of us that she is. She actually won this match with a lariat, but there was like a styles clash on the apron and stuff like that. Like, there's no getting up from that kind of thing.
No, it was, I thought the card was really good.
It was.
And solid. And
it was really exciting, and I'm very much looking forward to the Dream Star Grand Prix
Me too.
after all of this at the end of the month. So we have that to look forward to from Marigold, but we are currently in the middle of the 5-Star Grand Prix over in Stardom, and we had only 2 nights this past weekend to go over. These were both Red Star nights, and because we are deep in the Red Star action, now we have a few things that we can talk about for the finals tournament out of Red Stars once we get through these nights. So, from August 8th in Sapporo, both of these nights were in Sapporo, we kicked things off with a fun little tag team match, Emma Maishima and Waka Tsukiyama versus Matoi Hamabe and Saya Ida. Emma actually won this match for her team. She did a drop kick into Waka, who rolled Matoi up into a pin for the win. So, a little teamwork there from Emma and Waka.
Fun
I'd love to
opener.
see.
Yeah.
Then we kicked off the tournament action in Red Stars A, Akira Kuragane taking on Tomoka Inaba. This was yet another match where Akira really turned on the aggression. She was all over Tomoka right from the start, which was pretty crazy. And she tried her best, Akira did. Unfortunately, she got hit with that one kick kill that Tomoka loves to use, and Tomoka did win this match.
Man, Akira is laying in the lumber, though.
She is.
She's going for it no matter what. Any kind of thing laying around, she's going to pick up. She wants to win.
Yeah, she had that confidence boost from that whole Natsukatora episode, I guess, and now she's just gone crazy on people.
The hardest 1 point anyone has ever earned.
She really earned it. The next match in Red Stars A was Natsukatora versus Azumi. They got into it during the entrances, early attack, and then over the course of the match, Natsukatora introduced a chair into the ring, and Barb tried to stop her, so she let go, and then Barb was pulling on the chair, and when Tora let go, he accidentally hit Azumi with the chair. So a little referee interference there. How do you like that? But then Azumi, when Barb was distracted, suplexed Tora onto the chair, and then they just start fighting over it. And even though Barb warned them to stop, they would not. So they kept pushing him down, and Barb got so mad that he ended the match in a double disqualification.
Boo, Barb.
They did each get 1 point, even though it was disqualification. So it was a draw, technically, but they were just so angry and upset at each other that they just could not let go of this chair.
It was a good match, though, and, fun.
Very aggressive on both
very
parts.
aggressive.
The next match was another tag team match, Ane Kanaya and Sayaka Kurara versus Sariano and Natsupoi. When the Cosmic Angels get in there all together, you know it's going to be a good time. This match very much was. Sariano actually won this match. She did a suplex on Ane Kanaya to win for Saripoi. But Ane and Sayaka, of course, they were great in this match.
Yeah, it was a great match. I mean, it was, as you said, when you get any combination of the Angels, you're into something
They're really good against each
they
other,
are.
okay? The next match in Red Stars B was Azusa Inaba versus Maki Ito. And Maki come in here, and she was trying to do her thing, be cute and all that. And Azusa decided that she was going to be cute as well. And Maki was kind of like, she was egging her on. She's like, yeah, you do your cute thing. And then she snuck around behind her and tried to attack her and get things on her side. Then things got a little chippy in this match. They were sometimes I was questioning if they were actually angry at each other.
It was an incredibly chippy match. More chippy than what you would have expected.
Yeah.
And I mean, I liked it a lot.
I did too. It was really interesting. Azusa had Maki locked in a leg lock for a really long time during this match, and then when Maki had the chance to get back at her, she put her in the Ito special, but the bell rang before Azusa tapped out. So this one ended in a time limit draw, and then Maki just kind of vacated the premises. She was gone as soon as this match was over. It was pretty crazy.
It was. And I like having to question it.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite parts. When you can get me to question, then I am happy and I'm satisfied. And
yes.
Regardless, they went for it. It just didn't end up with the winner.
No, it didn't, which was really surprising to me. 1 point each on this one. The next match in Red Stars B as well was Konami versus Rina Yamashita. So... Rina's so fun. I love her so much. She tried, she's been trying to do the kip up. In this match, she tried to skin the cat, and that just did not work out for her. And so they wrestle. They're so fun together. But as soon as Konami grabbed the spray paint, Rina Yamashita did the most ingenious counter anyone has ever tried against the spray paint. She put her hands up. So Konami ended up spray painting her hands instead of her face. Then she grabbed the spray paint can, put it against Konami's forehead, and headbutted her through it. So,
Yeah.
Rina points on being the smartest person in the room. Then she hit the implant driver and pinned Konami for 2 points.
Rina Yamashita is on a freaking generational run right now. She is awesome, and she is one of those, we talk about people getting the praise they deserve. I feel like there's a couple of ladies getting the praise that they deserve during this tournament.
Definitely feels like it.
Yeah, and definitely right now, Rina Yamashita is on she's cooking, man, with gas. She's doing it.
She is. She did try to recruit Konami after this match for the Bloody Girls
You
school.
just have to throw out all the stuff she says after a match.
She's so funny.
The rest
she was
of
like,
it.
we're on hiatus right now, but we would love for you to come and join the girls' school. Of course, Konami was not about that.
All joking aside, it's a huge win.
It is.
In Stardom, it's a big win.
Beating Konami right now is a huge deal.
Yeah.
And Rina Yamashita, she's figured it out. I don't know. She's doing great in this tournament. The next match in Red Stars A was Rina versus Micah. So Micah attacked Rina when she was on the way out, which is like a reverse, because normally it's Hate doing the sneaky attacks. But Micah was the one to attack Rina. But Rina was really on it in this match. She was so confident. She looked awesome. I don't know what it was, but she was just having a great time in this match. But then Micah hit a sliding lariat in this match that was so hard, she had to shake out her own arm. Like, the sound on it was so ugly, and then she's like, ow.
It was sick.
It was awesome. There was craziness, like double knees and suplexes on the floor. They were almost double counted out, but they got back in. They're both kicking out at one at every opportunity, and then the bell rings at the 15-minute time limit.
Dude, we're getting a lot of TLDs.
There were a lot on this night in particular. There were 3 draws, which is unheard of in this day and age of Stardom.
I mean, without a man in a hat in the crowd, is
once upon a time it wouldn't have been so crazy. But this day and age, it's like, wow, 3 in one night. But this match was so good. These two are so talented. So when you get them in a ring together, of course, they're going to kill it.
This match was good. It was great, actually.
Yeah, I absolutely
No matter what
loved
the finish was. And we get wrapped up in that sometimes, right? You got to have things happen to get to where you're going.
Yeah, to get to the right numbers.
Yeah,
to make things dramatic.
You have to pave the road in order to drive on it.
You do. And in the main event of this night in Red Stars B, we saw Utami Hayashishita versus Lady C. And I honestly do not know if this was a callback or if Utami Hayashishita is just as heavy as a sack of boulders, because Lady C had the most trouble trying to get her into the giant swing, which we've seen before when Chika Goto couldn't giant swing Utami. And it made me laugh so hard.
I don't think they're going to call that back.
It was so funny.
Listen,
is Utami she's just solid, man.
I know you're in love with Utami.
Oh my God.
I know it's a long-standing love. but girl, listen, someone poured cement in her for blood. Because it is unreal. It seems like it's a struggle.
As a fellow solid girly, I understand.
Yeah, it's nuts, man.
Sometimes you just can't swing them around, But that worked to her favor because she didn't have to take the giant swing, and it also, I think, hurt someone the next night because Lady C was feeling the type of way. Even though Utami Hayashishita won this match with a Blue Thunder Bomb to earn 2 points, she did not leave unscathed. She had a giant mark on her face from a thrust kick from Lady C. So
Lady C does not screw around with those kicks.
She doesn't. She gets them right in your face.
Yeah, no, she throws haymakers.
Yeah, and she's so determined to win these matches. She did not win here, but man, she left her mark for reals. The next night, on August 9th, also in Sapporo, we kick things off with a Red Stars A match between Sayaka Kurara and Natsuka Tora. This being both of their final matches in the tournament. So, this was really fun. I loved seeing Sayaka finally gain back a little bit of her confidence. I thought it really came through in this match. Even though Natsuka Tora was doing things like jumping on Sayaka's back to mimic her, where Sayaka jumps on you with the chokehold, Tora did that to Sayaka. That was something I never thought I would see. Sayaka was able to move out of the way on a Swanton Bomb, and then there was this really cool moment. Okay, so Sayaka goes for a spear, and Tora blocks it because she's that much bigger than Sayaka, and she's just holding her. But Sayaka doesn't give up, and she's running her feet on the ring until Tora's in the corner, and she's able to spear her in the corner a couple of times, and then back up and get a proper spear on her. I just love that moment of I'm not gonna give up on this from Sayaka Kurara.
So I love the match. I love this match, all the way through.
Yeah.
And again, Tora, we talked about Natsuka Tora, is having a hell of a tournament.
Oh, man.
Really a rebirth of this for this year. because this year's not been what you don't think of Tora
Yeah.
in the top 10, really.
Yeah.
And because it's just not been featured. But she's featured right now, and she's making herself featured. This has been, a great run, and this was a really good match. I have fallen back in love with Sayaka Kurara through this tournament as well.
Yeah.
And just from seeing the level of execution that she is able to achieve on some of her moves, man, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's the selling. It doesn't matter if it's the offense. Mm-hmm. It's specifically the offense that I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
But she looks so freaking good. And you're not going to find botches with Sayaka Kurara.
No.
That's the thing about it, is she does some really high level shit, and you're just not going to get it. And she's still changing it up. She's still doing some different things with what she does, like the shoulder block or whatever off the ropes. And, just really cool things. It looks cool. And I think I love about her. Sometimes when people do moves, they look fine, but then other times you see it like boom, boom, boom. You see like the formulation of the move, right?
Right.
Like, what is it that you love so much?
The sling blade.
Thank you. Some people just do that and they kind of just throw it.
Yeah.
And then some people you see go, it's like boom, boom, boom.
It's like
right?
they were meant to do that move.
Yeah. You see the execution of it, and it's flawless. And back when you could watch Dynamite Kid, Dynamite Kid, you could see every move, like execution wise. It was so
it's just
flawless.
technically perfect.
You don't realize a technician until you're watching one. Conor McGregor, remember the first time fighting in the UFC and we were watching it, and that's 100 years ago.
Right.
But he was doing the Irish boxer stance, but every punch he threw landed.
Yeah, and
like,
you can just tell there's something different about a person.
Just it's kind of like if you had a good movement coach. I think that movement is so important.
Yeah.
And Hollywood stars, they have movement coaches and stuff for movies and stuff just because it's so freaking important. Sayaka Kurara has movement.
Oh,
and that's
so good.
That's the thing about it. I think when you watch her, she's only getting better.
Yeah, I think Sayaka Kurara is one of the better storytellers in a match. Like, she's so good at getting across emotion and like the story of a match through what she's doing and her emotions and everything.
I think that she's doing it a lot more than... I think she's so good at it that people just sort of like, oh, there's Sayaka Kurara, and they it's the funny little blink. Ding, ding, ding,
yeah.
Thinking of the Meerkat skit and stuff. But I think there's a lot more going on than people give credit for. And I think there's a story happening right now with these losses.
Yeah.
Ever since she lost the belt, I think there's a story happening.
I feel like there might be.
I really, really, truly, to God, feel like there's a story happening, and it's a deep one.
Yeah, because she did lose this match.
Yeah.
Natsuko Tora hit the Swanton Bomb finally for the pin, which leaves Sayaka Kurara with only 4 points out of the entire tournament, which is crazy considering she was just the red belt champion a couple of months ago.
Yeah, she's so out.
But it just feels like it's going somewhere, especially considering when the match was over, Natsuko Tora offered Sayaka a handshake.
She did.
Hate doesn't do that to people outside of their faction.
No, she offered it, and of course it was turned down really quickly, but it was offered.
Yes, and we've seen this before with Sayaka, where certain members of Hate kind of extended the olive branch, and Sayaka's never given in. But if you're on a losing streak and your career starts going a certain direction, you might start considering things.
It's human nature.
It is.
You start questioning things, and maybe I'm not doing this right.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could happen. The next match on this card in Red Stars A was Azumi versus Akira Kuragane. Once again, Akira coming in early, trying to kill Azumi, but Azumi, I don't know what's gotten into Akira, okay? She just gets in there and starts wailing on people. I love it. But Azumi really focused on the arm in this match, to the point I was a little worried about Akira's arm because her hand was turning red at one point. I was like, oh no.
The A stands for Anderson in Azumi.
Yes, it does.
She works the appendage, if you will.
She does. And she did submit Akira with numero uno, which is her double armbar move that she does. So it worked. But I do want to point out, lately, Akira Kuragane's knee strike, her running knee strike, looks superb. It's so good and so snug. It's amazing, and I love it. But Azumi did win this match for 2 more points, putting her firmly at the top of the Red Stars A block.
Do you know who else has a really incredible knee strike?
Who?
Manami.
Manami does have a great knee strike.
When you were talking about it, I was
you like saw it?
No, I was remembering because I had meant to mention that.
Yes, Manami does have a phenomenal knee strike. There you go. Akira versus Manami, please.
Again, though, it's the movement thing. It's a knee strike that you see coming, and it hits perfectly.
I love it when they like lean their body back, but their knee goes forward, and it's like just the knee, and it hits you right in the jaw.
She throws,
so good.
She throws it like a cartoon.
I know. I
mean,
it's perfect.
It's like I just see a still frame of her with all the colors around it, you know?
Yeah.
As she's coming.
And then all the sound effect things go off.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, we love Manami. Sorry.
We're such geeks.
The next match was a tag team match, Waka Tsukiyama and Lady C versus Sariano and Natsupoi. And this is where I mentioned that Lady C might have been a little upset about the Utami thing the night before, where she couldn't really do the giant swing, because she got Natsupoi in the giant swing in this match and did 43 revolutions. 43.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone do 43 giant swings.
The highest I've ever counted in Japanese.
Not even Claudio, I don't think, has done 43 giant swings.
It's a lot.
It's insane. I was like, when are they going to stop?
Do you think she was going for 50?
She might have been, but this is still incredible. Like, Ando announced it over the loudspeaker. That's how amazing it was.
I don't know. I'm going to do my research now.
But unfortunately, that giant swing did not sway the outcome of the match.
Oh, no.
Lady C didn't take the pin, though. Natsupoi hit Waka with the ethereal gift for the pin. So Sorry Poi is still on top in their little summer tag team tour.
It all comes around.
Obviously. The next match in Red Stars B was Azusa Inaba versus Konami. A really fun hate versus hate match. You know, they really laid it into each other. Like, they were not playing friends in this match.
This was a fun match.
They were fighting, trying to win. Konami submitted Azusa with an armbar, and then after the match was over, Azusa went to the corner and grabbed her own picture and the spray paint can and brought it to Konami so that Konami could add her to the collection. It was a very sweet little inter-hate moment, which I didn't think was possible with them.
Inter-hate moment.
Sorry.
I love it.
That's a weird way to call it.
No, it's good.
We've seen a lot of like nice emotions out of hate lately with the Saya Momo hugging and Natsuka Tora being nice to Sayaka, and like, I don't know what's happening with hate, but maybe they're like opening up a little bit emotionally.
It needs to stop.
Go back to being evil. We don't want to like you.
Yes.
The next match in Red Stars A was Maika versus Itsuki Aoki. And man, if I've ever seen a Spider-Man meme match, it's this one. Maika and Itsuki Aoki are similarly sized, and they just are so perfectly matched against each other that it was kind of hard for either of them to get the one up on each other in this match. Itsuki actually ended up kicking out of a Michinoku driver too, but then Maika hit her with a huge discus lariat. She's been loving that discus lariat lately, and it looks awesome. And then she used the wrist trap variation of the Michinoku driver too to pin Itsuki Aoki and get 2 more points for herself. That only put Maika at 9 though, and Itsuki sitting at 8, so they're not far apart on the point counter in this tournament, which is kind of awesome. But I loved this match. They're really fun against each other, and I want to see more of that.
So Itsuki Aoki is another one, you know, like Rina Yamashita.
Yeah.
I mean, just having a hell of a tournament.
Yeah.
Just a hell of a tournament. And you don't know now. Like, I don't know if they're going to win or going to lose, because they could win every match.
Yeah.
And I think she's done such wonders. Like, coming out of this tournament, you know, getting strong people, you know, on the next card, right? Mm-hmm. That when you look at it, it's not just another match. It's like, oh, okay, this is a really big featured match because they featured the stars, and they can take it, man. Itsuki Aoki is just a phenomenal talent.
God, she's good.
and every match she has, you can't have a match where she can't do the style and then it's not fun.
Yeah, exactly. And I agree with you. I think Itsuki and Rina both, Rina Yamashita, are they have been such highlights of this 5-star Grand Prix. I'm so glad they were part of it because they have just wowed everyone, I think. Like, everyone has taken notice of just how good they are in a way that we weren't really able to see before in all the multi-mans and stuff. It's like, we kind of saw it with Rina Yamashita in her match against Shiri, but here in the 5-star where it's so grueling and you have so many singles matches, it's just been really apparent how talented both of them are.
Absolutely.
And I love that. Speaking of Rina Yamashita, the next match was from Red Stars B, and it was Rina Yamashita versus Saya Ida. And man, this was so much fun. They're in the ring, they start chopping each other, then they get out of the ring, and they keep chopping each other all the way around the arena. They're chopping on chairs, they're chopping on the rampway, their chests were just completely red by the time they made it back to the ring. It was crazy, and I loved it. It was so much fun.
Yeah, it really was. And you had the fear there of exactly how it ended.
Yeah, you thought maybe a double count out, but
Yeah.
they did manage to get back in time. But however, they spent so much time chopping each other all around the arena that they didn't have a lot of time left for the wrestling part. Saida did manage to hit her brainbuster, which she's been using a lot of in this tournament, but the bell rang while she was trying to get the cover off of that brainbuster, and this ended up being a time limit draw.
Yeah, it didn't really feel like an Ida match.
No.
That's
Other than chops.
Yeah, that's the only thing. It's not really a criticism as much as just, I think that, if I'm looking at this as a sports announcer, Ida didn't wrestle Ida's match.
Yeah.
And I think that hurt Ida.
Yeah.
I think she got suckered into the street fight element. And when you don't go outside, one does not simply go outside the ring with Rina Yamashita.
It's not a good idea.
She owns that. She owns that as far as the theory behind it. It's the psychology. She knows when to go back in. I think that she wrestled the smartest match here.
Yeah, because if Saida had just stuck to her guns and done what she does best, she might have got the win here. You never know.
Right.
But we have 2 more matches from this night in the semi-main event in Red Stars A, a very you have to win it match between Rina and Tomoka Inaba. Man, they started this match like in the second act of a match. Like, they kicked it off fast, and they just were immediately, there was no messing around, no going outside to the chairs, no pushing your face through the ropes. It was just immediately into, like, finish territory.
Yeah, it really did feel like they were in training, and they were like, all right, give us the third act.
It was so crazy. It was fast-paced. It was amazing. Rina's got her whip out, like, early on. She's hitting double knees. Tomoka's hitting Michinoku drivers, like, 2 minutes into the match. It was insane.
It does. It really, really felt like they left off the chain wrestling.
Yeah, and you can understand the urgency when you're in a situation where you have to win to stay eligible in the tournament. And it was Rina, like, this match was short as well. Like, it did not go a long time.
It didn't go 5 minutes, I don't think.
I don't think so either. And Rina ended up pinning Tomoka Inaba using the Pink Devil, which meant that Rina still had a small chance of staying in this tournament, and she made her feelings known afterward about how she feels about her match coming up with Azumi, so she is bound and determined to make it to that after tournament, after the block action, so I guess we'll see.
We shall see.
But she did win here, so she still has a chance. And in the main event of the evening in Red Stars B, Utami Hayashishita versus Maki Ito. And
I'll see myself out.
ahead of this match, of course, Maki and Utami were making a big deal about being friends, being new friends, because Utami was asking people on Twitter to leave her comments telling her about Maki Ito because she still didn't know barely anything about her. So she was like, please tell me about Maki Ito so I can learn about her. And it seems she didn't do enough research because when Maki Ito pretended to lay down for her, she fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. She was like, oh, really? Thank you. I will pin you and win this match. No, Maki tried to roll her up. From that, Maki Ito hitting a gorgeous tornado DDT in this match. And of course, Utami's like the bump god. Like, she's gonna bump her ass off for you. So it looked so good. Utami putting the brakes on Maki trying to roll her up and then deadlifting her into a suplex out of the roll up. Just straight
struggle
and strength God, it was good.
Strength.
But in the end, it was Maki Ito grabbing a sort of cloverleaf style leg trap and then roll up to pin Utami Hayashishita and win this match, which
Cloverleaf style
eliminated
get all of it.
Utami Hayashishita from the 5-star Grand Prix. And I don't think a lot of people were expecting that to happen, including us.
So I couldn't even look at the X reactions or the, Threads reactions.
Yeah.
I couldn't check it out because I didn't want to see. Maybe you did.
I actually did not see a lot of reaction. Maybe that's just from not scrolling enough, but I haven't really seen any fallout.
So
from this.
maybe we had it built in our heads for the ultimate showdown.
I don't think we were the only ones.
and just how wonderful. And listen, again, it's an indictment of the world we live in. We want it now.
Yes.
We always want it now. The two girls we want to see wrestle are in the same company.
Yes.
Both signed to the company, not going anywhere. We're going to get what we want.
We are eventually.
It just sucks that it's not going to be right this second.
Yeah.
And I'm really interested to where the story turns. I think Utami has paid whatever dues and dividends, whatever dues you have to pay in Japan for leaving the company. I want to think that they have been bleeding paid.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we say that now?
I think so. I think that's fair.
Have we paid our pittance for leaving?
It's so funny because before the tournament even started, when we were talking about our brackets and how many points we gave Utami, we had this conversation. We were like, there is every chance in the world that she doesn't even freaking qualify for the finals tournament because she just came back, and there is every chance in the world she loses every match in this tournament. We just don't know, but we had faith, and we were like, we're just gonna give her all of these wins, and look at us now.
Look at us now. Bracket busted.
I think a lot of brackets were busted just
Broke,
from
destitute,
Itsuki Aoki.
Lost in Cleveland. Someone's going to have to come find us on a street corner somewhere.
It's so crazy.
Holding our Tommy autograph. Crying about what could have been.
Yes, but that was the 2 nights of action. And because of these 2 nights, we actually know a little bit the Red Stars side of the bracket, like the picture that we're looking at. Unfortunately, because of the way that the 5-star was scheduled this year, we don't know that about Blue Stars. We don't know jack crap about Blue Stars. And the problem with that is it's going to go right up to the 16th that we know about Blue Stars, and then the 18th is the quarterfinals. So, we're not going to have a lot of time to get our bearings around Blue Stars, but we have our bearings.
I'm not sure what good it would do anyway.
Probably not a lot, because this has been such a crazy year for the 5-star. We say that every year. They always find ways.
I think somebody was just like, you know what?
To surprise us.
Let's just fuck with all of them.
So let's talk about these Red Star scenarios. Starting with Red Stars A, we already know 100% for sure that Micah and Azumi, both with 9 points, have advanced to the finals tournament. So that's already 2 out of the 3 spots for Red Stars A. The only other 2 people that could possibly even get in are Itsuki Aoki and Rina. And in order for Rina to make it to the after tournament, she has to beat Azumi. If she doesn't beat Azumi, then Itsuki Aoki gets in. If she draws against Azumi, Itsuki Aoki goes in. So Rina has to have this win to be 3rd place in the finals tournament with Micah and Azumi.
But if Azumi loses, Azumi can still be in.
Yeah, Azumi's in.
Okay.
Azumi and Micah are in for sure.
So Azumi's in.
It's either going to be Itsuki or Rina with them at number 3. So listen, Rina's going to win that match. I feel like that too. I feel like Rina is probably going to beat Azumi to kind of get retribution for last year, and also to go on to the after tournament. Itsuki Aoki obviously deserves it if she gets it. She's done masterful work in this tournament, but I just feel like Rina is the way to go, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
But that also means that Natsuka Tora, Tomoka Inaba, Sayaka Kurara, and Akira Kuragane have all been eliminated from the potential of moving on from this block. So they all had fairly good tournaments, especially Natsukatora, who we have talked about at length, but they no longer have a shot at being in the final 3.
It's crazy.
It is. As far as Red Stars B goes, it's a little more complicated. Saida has 100% advanced. She is going to the quarterfinals no matter what. So it's good for Saida getting into the tournament this year. Mei Seira, who has only had 4 of her tournament matches, absolutely has to win her last 3 matches to get in, because if she wins all 3 matches, she'll have 9 points and kick Rina Yamashita, who she beat, out of the finals. But she has Utami Hayashishita and Saida left in those 3 matches, so that's a hard deal to do. So if she drops even one of those, if she gets a draw in even one of those, she's out. But if she wins all 3, she's in. If she loses, Rina Yamashita is in, no matter what. So if Mei Seira wins even one match, Rina Yamashita's in. If for some reason Mei Seira wins all 3 matches, then it comes down to Konami and Maki Ito's match. So Maki and Konami is a win and you're in deal. Whoever wins that match is in. And if Mei does not lose a match and Konami and Maki draw, Rina Yamashita is in. So it's very complex, but those are the players: Saida, Mei Seira, Konami, Maki Ito, Rina Yamashita. Those are the players who still have a chance in Red Stars B.
So how many make it to the next round?
3.
So 3
from a block.
So it's going to be Micah, Azumi, and Rina.
In Red Stars A. In Red Stars B, we got Saida for sure.
It'll be Saida, Maki Ito, and Rina Yamashita.
You think so? Those are your 3?
I don't think there's any way around it. I don't think that Mei Seira is even positioned to do that right now.
Yeah, to win all 3 of those matches.
I think in our hearts and minds that she absolutely could do that, but you're not going to have Mei Seira right now beat the... No, I don't think it's going to happen.
I mean, I could totally see that, and I'd love to have Rina Yamashita in the final 3. I think that would be super fun. I'm just saying
from the way they've been booked recently.
Yeah, I agree completely. Like, Saida and Utami, you're going to beat both of them in the final leg of the 5-star Grand Prix. I don't know. That's a tall order.
It seems insurmountable.
It does. It seems like a mountain that's almost impossible to climb at this point. But that does leave Utami, Azusa Inaba, and Lady C, all 3, eliminated from this block. And we didn't think Utami would be in that position at this point, but... Here we are. And you know, still some amazing people in the tournament. It'll be great to see what happens. It will be, yes. I'm really excited just to see. I love the last minute scenarios to see who's going to make it in. Nothing has changed in Blue Stars, obviously, since our last show. We still have in Blue Stars A, Suzu Suzuki, Ruaka, and Julia at the top. And in Blue Stars B, Momo Watanabe, Saya Kamatani, and Hanan are at the top with Starlight Kid kind of like on the outside, but all of them still in these blocks still have so many matches to go that it's impossible to tell who. I mean, it's not impossible. We can probably make some pretty educated guesses about who's going to end up in the quarterfinals, but right now we don't know for sure who's going to be in from Blue Stars. So that's what this weekend is about. We're coming up on 3 huge nights of block action, the final nights of block action this weekend, and we're going to make some picks for those nights. Right now, as it stands from this past weekend, nothing has changed. I'm still 2 points ahead of you. We came dead even 6-6 this weekend, so we're at 50-52 for the entirety of the tournament. But on August 14th, we will be in Kobe, and this will have 1 Red Stars match and all Blue Stars matches because Mei, you know, she has to wrestle on all 3 of these nights to get her tournament over with. So in Red Stars B, we will see Lady C versus Mei Seira. I think Mei will probably win this match.
I think Lady C is going to win.
You think they're going to kick Mei Seira out of the finals contention on night 1?
Yes.
Out of the 3.
They beat Utami.
I mean, yeah. They kicked Utami out. In Blue Stars A, Rion versus Hanako. I'd say Hanako.
The Honker's going to get it.
I mean, Rion still has 0 points, but you know, it's Rion, so she doesn't care. She's stone cold. In Blue Stars A, Aya Sakura versus Suzu Suzuki.
This one's very interesting. It's going to be Aya Sakura with a big upset here, I think.
I honestly really feel like this is a great opportunity for Aya to get a big win here.
I think this is a big upset win.
Especially considering she's from Kobe. So
yeah.
In Blue Stars A, Miyu Amasaki versus Julia Hart.
I'm going to pick Miyu Amasaki just because I want Miyu Amasaki to win.
I want to pick Miyu too, but I don't think she's gonna win.
Well, you go, Julia.
I'm gonna pick Julia for the points.
I'm going the way of the K.
The final Blue Stars A match is Hina versus Ruaka. Bound to be a good match.
Very interesting because I think Hina's going to make the next round, even with her 4 points right now.
Yeah.
So Hina's going to win this.
I think Hina will win as well. In Blue Stars B, we will see Starlight Kid versus Koguma. A little bear versus tiger. You know how they love to do that.
It's a hard win, man. It's always a hard win versus Koguma, but I think SLK is going to win this.
Yeah, I agree. I think Starlight Kid will probably win this match. Also in Blue Stars B, Ami Sori versus Kikyo Furusawa. Ami Sori's more than likely going to win that match.
It's like a bye.
Blue Stars B, Yuna Mizumori versus Saya Kamatani. I can't wait to see Yuna like turn it on again, but I think Saya is most likely going to win.
I'm totally agreeing. I'm totally agreeing with you.
And the final Blue Stars B match is Hanan versus Momo Watanabe.
So what a hell of a match that is.
Man.
That one's really hard because, you know, we can only have 3 advance.
Yes.
And in that block,
there are like 5 that we want to advance.
There are so many. So in that block, I want to see Momo, Saya Kamatani, Han, and Starlight Kid, and Ami Sori.
Yeah, exactly.
All make it.
Yeah.
It breaks my heart knowing
that they can't all make it.
That's not going to happen. I want Ami Sori to make it incredibly bad.
We just want to see her wrestle more.
And I want Saya Kamatani to make it. And so going with my heart.
It's so hard.
Is it Han and Momo or it's okay? Regardless,
I don't know.
For this match, what do you think? Because I can't.
It's really hard because, of course, Hanan is the Wonder of Stardom champion. So that would give Momo like a little glimpse at her old belt that she used to own. But, oh man, Hanan kind of needs the points. I don't know. They're all sort of tied at the top, so anyone could win.
I don't know. This is like one of the hardest matches on paper.
Should we just mark it as a draw and just like not pick?
Can they keep doing that though with these important matches?
Yes, they totally could. It's so hard to pick.
I'm demanding a winner.
Okay, I'm gonna pick Momo Watanabe.
Okay.
Are you gonna pick Hanan?
I'm going to pick Hanan.
All right. May the worst choice win, honestly, because this is so hard. For the next night, on August 15th, they will be in Kyoto. We have a Red Stars B match where Saya Ida will take on Mei Seira. So I think because Saya's already in, I'm going to go for the drama and say Mei wins, like all the way up until the final night.
I'm going to go Mei Seira on this one as well.
Okay.
I think that it makes sense, and I think that's a good loss for Saya.
Yeah, just like to even it out a little bit, you know, so Saya is not getting all the points,
right?
Even if she deserves them. In Blue Stars A, Hanako versus Julia Hart. I'm gonna pick Hanako in this one because I think she could rally enough to beat Julia. She's big enough and strong enough. I think she could do it.
Just to be different than you, I'm going to take Julia Hart on this one.
We're just trying to get different amounts of points, even though we tie anyway. The next match in Blue Stars A is Aya Sakura versus Rion. Is Rion finally going to get 2 points in this tournament? No? You don't think so? You know what? I'm going to pick Rion. I think Rion's going to win. I'm picking Rion to win this match over Captain Sakura.
You're going to cause this to happen. You are going to single-handedly cause Stone Cold to beat the captain.
It's going to happen. The next match in Blue Stars A is Hina versus Miyu Amasaki.
Oh, it's totally Hina.
I agree. I think Hina will probably win that. Sorry, Miyu. So the next match oh my god, my notes are sticking together.
That happens.
In Blue Stars A is Ruaka versus Suzu Suzuki. So that'll be a fun match, I think. I've been loving these Ruaka matches, but I do think Suzu will probably win this match.
I don't know, man. Big Ruaka has been...
She has been.
Freezing all over the place.
She's been having a great time in this tournament.
I'll give it Suzu.
In Blue Stars B, Koguma versus Momo Watanabe.
This is actually going to be Koguma.
Yeah, I picked this at the beginning of the tournament because I feel like Koguma's gonna... She's been trying to get a hate member to be a bear, and I just feel like this might be a flash pin. I don't know, but I do think Koguma might humble Momo here a little bit.
I think it's a flash pin. I think you're totally right. I think we have to have one in the tournament. It's rules.
It's rules. Like, somebody has to pick up the Saki Kashima slack this year. In Blue Stars B, Starlight Kid versus Kikyo Furusawa. Starlight's probably gonna win this match over Kikyo. In Blue Stars B, Amisori versus Saya Kamatani. Oh no, your new favorite.
Sai Kamatani's gonna win.
You know what? I'll pick Amisori just for you.
Aw, thank you.
Amisori's gonna win that match and feel good about herself. And the final match on this night in Blue Stars B, Hanan versus Yuna Mizumori. I think Hanan's probably.
I think
I'm gonna
so.
pick Hanan for this one.
Okay.
The final night on 8/16 in Hamamatsu is the final night of block action. There are 2 matches from each block to conclude the tournament, so you know there's going to be a lot of drama and stakes. I'd say, even though we don't know Blue Stars yet, I'd say most of these matches will probably be deciding matches like they are in Red Stars. So you can kind of guess from the schedule what's going to happen in Blue Stars. But in the Red Star size, in Red Stars A, we've got Azumi versus Rina. We already agreed Rina's probably gonna win her way into the final 3.
Totally agree.
The other Red Stars A match is Maika versus Akira Kuragane. So, you know.
So Akira's going to cause a scene.
You think Akira's gonna do another 1-pointer, or you think Maika's just gonna straight up win and be the top of the block?
I'm not sure that Akira doesn't pull off a
win? Like an actual win?
A crazy win. Or at least a draw.
I mean, we've seen her do it. She totally can. It's hard to pick. It really is. I'd love to give Akira the kudos, but I think Maika's probably going to win. In Red Stars B, Maki Ito versus Konami, a must win for either girl.
It's Maki Ito. I think it's Maki Ito. I think she's going to spray paint her face.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Maki's going to win. I don't know about the spray paint, but that would be hilarious. The other Red Stars B match is Mei Seira versus Utami Hayashishita, and this is where I think Mei Seira is going to be kicked out on the final night by Utami.
Yeah, Utami's going to win.
Even though Utami is already eliminated, she can still spoil Mei Seira. In Blue Stars A, Ruaka will be taking on Hanako. So, to a big girl match. I'm going to pick Ruaka, I think, to win this one.
I think I'm going to go for Hanako.
Okay. This is like an anyone could win it type of match. The next match in Blue Stars A is Suzu Suzuki versus Julia Hart. This very interesting match. In the beginning of the tournament, before it started, I picked this as a draw, and I'm not sure I see it that way quite anymore. I'd say Suzu might come out on top in this one.
Yeah, I think Suzu's going to put a stamp on it right here.
Oh, just I win stamp.
Yeah.
In Blue Stars B, we'll see Amisori versus Starlight Kid. Oh, big time.
This is hard.
Oh, no.
SOK, I think.
You think SLK is going to beat Amisori? It's so hard. These last 2 matches are so hard.
Because I think the Starlight's really going to come on here.
Yeah. So I'm going to pick Starlight as well. And the final match in Blue Stars B is Hanan versus Saya Kamatani. That's a match. Boy, like, Hanan getting Momo and Saya on her final weekend is so rough for her.
Yeah, this is hard because you know what we're doing with Saya. Mm-hmm. But
I don't know what we're doing with Saya in this tournament anymore, now that Utami is kicked out.
No, I know, but she's still on a redemption tour.
It's so hard.
I think Hanan winning against her makes sense.
Yeah.
Because, you don't really want Saya Kamatani wrapped up in anything but a red belt.
Yeah, I agree completely. I think Hanan gets a really big shock win over Saya Kamatani for this night. It just feels right.
I think it's a good angle for her to really prove herself as a champion, as a wrestler, to beat Saya.
Yeah, I agree. So those are the next 3 nights, the final 3 nights of block action for the 5-Star Grand Prix. It went by so fast. Like, it's always so intimidating when it comes up. It's like a full month of singles matches, and this is just over. It's like, what are we going to do now?
It was the fastest one ever.
But after these 3 nights, we still have the quarterfinal night and the semi and finals night. So, it's not over till it's over. But I want to hear from you guys, honestly. Like, how did your brackets get busted? Did your brackets get busted? Did you see this coming from a mile away? I want to know how you guys are enjoying this tournament. I want to hear from you guys about Marigold, about Sendai Girls. We love getting the conversation going. It's just really enjoyable to hear all of your thoughts. But make sure you're following us on all of our socials at Cult of Joshi, on Facebook, on Instagram, on X. Subscribe to the Cult of Joshi YouTube channel if you're listening on YouTube. Give this video a like. We would very much appreciate it. But that's all we have for you this time. We are right in the thick of it and ready to continue this 5-Star Grand Prix with motors running. I'm Raja. He's John. So long from the Cult of Joshi. Bye!